Let's mute that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are here tonight at Brazil for the America's Tier race, round 20. You join me with a different guest on commentary. It is Blades.
Commentary just seems to be mixed up in this tier every week.
Yeah, it's
I love it. Very refreshing.
It's very refreshing. Some refreshing names and voices. You got mine back from my illness, which I've had. But enough of that. So it should be a good race tonight. Hoping for some weather, as we've seen in the Tier 2 race on Tuesday. Absolute cracker. If you want to go watch that, go to our YouTube channel. It would be worth the watch. So yeah, we've got a dry quali by the looks of things. Oh.
It will be Arbar first man out on track in the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, there he is. Arbar probably looking to do well tonight. I know there's a lot of drivers. Brazil's one of those tracks, I think, where you either love it or hate it. But it is a fun track to race at.
Oh, it is. The track just flows.
Yeah, very
you go
nice.
from the centre S's through the curve of Solomon. It's beautiful flow throughout.
Short lap as well, Brazil.
Yep. Tricky sector 2 as well, which should make a challenge for some of these guys.
It is, especially in qualifying. It's probably where most of the time is made up of, as the other two sectors are just straights. Of most importance, I guess.
Yeah, Grugrop's king in the chat telling us there's no rain.
No rain. Ah, that's boring. Even
It
for the race.
certainly is a track where there is a high chance of rain.
It is. As we're on with Arbar. On his lap, he seemed to get a bit unsteady on the curb there. Obviously setting a purple lap.
He's got a DRS failure.
Or he's just backed out because he has invalidated. Who can we go? Who's behind him? It's my favourite, Flip Flop Fish.
Oh, Flip Flop Fish.
Flip Flop Fish. As he goes around turn 4. Is that turn 5 as well?
I think,
4.
yeah, turn 4's down the bottom of the hill. So turn 4's after the straight, and turn 5 is the left-hander.
Yeah.
Coming back up.
As we watch Flip Flop Fish go through the twisting, tightening sector 2. Looking good so far. Looks like a clean lap. Flip Flop Fish is good round here, it has to be said.
Yellows, that'll be, I think, Mitch or Claudio. It's Claudio.
Arbar didn't invalidate. Interesting. That isn't a good lap time though from him. That's more like it. A 109.1 on the mediums. Beaten quickly by Mitch by a 108.9 and then by Big Slater on a 108.4. I wonder what lap time we'll be seeing today. What's your pole prediction, Blades?
I know Alp and Enrique's quick, but on a quali ban tonight, unfortunately.
Alps has... Who can we watch? Who can we watch? Lopez. He's just finished. Grugrop's king. He's coming round the last turn to start a lap. So yeah, housekeeping. Do you want to go through that?
I think it's just Fenrique on a quali ban, possibly Perry as well.
No, I think
I'm
it
not
is.
too sure.
It is only Fenrique. However, I have just seen in the chat we've had a subscription. What is going on there? Yeah, we've had a subscription. And it's a certain Ricardo, who is subscribed. Thank you, Ricky. Unfortunately, not Danny Ricardo. That would be good. But you know, second best Ricardo. Has to be said.
Gru looks like he just gets a bit of a moment there.
Go back on board with Gru. I thought DK might have had a moment in turn 4, but alas, was not the case. Gru setting fastest middle sector for me there. This could be a great lap time for him.
Comes through the final corner. You want to stay tight to the left-hand wall, which it doesn't do.
It doesn't, and it's a 109.7. Alp in the meantime, a 108.1.
I'm pretty sure that'll come down.
Oh, definitely. With Alp's pace, I'm fairly certain. Fenrique there on an out lap to set, well, installation lap because of his quality bar.
Set up on.
Yeah.
Good practice for his pit entry though.
Who's on a lap? Raidcon. He is. Flying down the straight in sector 2. It's not a DRS straight, but it's the straightest part in sector 2.
Not started well, have you, Cookie?
No, I don't know what it's called. I know there's corner names on this, but they're all in Brazilian. We need Fenrique to help us out. I hope Fenrique gets a podium tonight. I'd like him to walk us through. But corner names in Brazilian for us. It is his home race, Fenrique.
It is, and he'll be looking to battle back.
He will
hopefully, to get on the podium.
As Raycon crosses the line to set a 1 minute 8.8. Moves him up to P4. Very good lap from him there.
I do know some of the corner names, but...
Go on. Do you want to run us through a lap then? Now that you've mentioned that. Who's close?
I know some of them. Slater's coming down to Junsell now.
Flip-flop fish. Right, flip-flop fish. We're going to go on board and Blade's just going to run you through.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Alright, Blade's just not going to do that.
I know some of the corner now. I know that's the Ester Centre and this is the curve of the Sol. But he's doing the right thing, keeping to the left, close to the curve, drifts out wide, down the Reto Posta.
It's turn 4. Well,
yeah, that is turn 4, it's turn 5.
He stayed tight through turn 4, actually.
Up to the sweeping right-hander of Ferradura.
Ooh. Ferradura. Nice, Blaze, keep going.
Yeah. That's SA?
SA. Going around the sweeping left-hander in sector 2, and then heavy braking zone. So the right-hander can get a bit out of shape the car on the exit there because of the little bump. Around the flat-out left-hander.
I know this one, this is Junsell.
Through Junsell to start the run on through the long sweeping flat-out left-hander of the back straight.
And
DRS activates.
It's going to gain him
Stays
time.
to the left, gain him about 200ths of a second, and that is a 1 minute 8.4, beats Big Slater by around about 400ths of a second. Who should we go with? Who now? Perry doing?
Well, Big Slater's coming to the line.
Big Slater. Set a 1 minute 8 flat, almost breaching the one into the 107s. That's a good lap from
and now
Big Slater.
Bodhod's backing up in sector 2. Perry flies through.
What is going on here?
You've got 3 cars backing up.
Yeah, I think we'll stay clear of that, and we'll watch Mitch as he's just come out of the centre S's down the second DRS straight of the lap. Oh no, it'll be the first, won't it? Through turn 4, if you get slightly too wide on the curb there, your car can spin out into the inside wall, up through the long uphill right-hander, which then tightens up to a braking zone.
And that is pretty much instant retirement.
Yeah,
if you hit the wall on that right side.
It is. It's a very scary track, Brazil, because you have to commit to almost every corner. So Mitch rounds the last turn.
If you drop it towards the end of the lap, there's just nowhere to go.
Yeah, Mitch
touches that curb and drops it.
Mitch looking steady through the last turn, which is important because if you get a bad run from that last turn, you're losing probably about 2-3 tenths down the main straight for speed. No, it was a 1 minute 8.7 for Mitch. I think he'll be hoping to get that time down towards the low 1 minute 8s. Who knows? Who's on a lap? Blank isn't. That's very little ERS he's got. Oh, and Alp. Hello. Alp there, setting a 1 minute 7.8, first of the 1 minute 7s. Very good lap from him.
We knew he was going to be quick. We knew he was going to be quick. The AM1 champion.
Yeah, we knew Alp was the favourite for pole position going into this race. Qualifying this time instead of sitting in the pits and waiting as he did in Belgium, even though he had a miraculous comeback from Belgium.
Oh, it was a great comeback from Alp.
It was beautiful. Got to first position in what, 3 laps?
3 or 4 laps, yeah.
That is incredible. Anyway, Raidcon is on a lap through the S section. It'll be another dark horse, I think, tonight. Raidcon. He's found a bit of form after a slump in both of his tiers that he races in. I fancy Raidcon tonight, you know. Don't want to put the commentator's curse on him, but I really do.
Yeah, you're not too spell, you don't have that much of an effect.
Saying that, not a great line through.
His lap's invalid, mate, so...
Oh, it's not even showed up on the thing for me.
He'll be in and coming back out again.
Bersy J in the meantime has just set a 1 minute 9.4. Puts him to P15. Perry. Let's see Perry as he comes through turn 4. Perry, again at the start of the season, was a favourite for the title, but seems to have had a bit of a poor season in my opinion.
I think we underestimated really the pace.
The pace of, well, the 2 Mercedes.
Yeah.
Fenrique has to go without mention. He's been a bit in the shadow of Alp, but definitely challenging second fastest driver on the track. And on a good day, probably the fastest.
Perry 2 tenths up at his time as he comes through the sector 2 split. He's going to come to the line, drifts wide a little bit.
He does. Keeps it tight. Set a 1 minute 8.7, puts him up to P8. All drivers so far setting a lap time on the soft tyre, apart from Lopez, who set one on the mediums.
And he'll probably be looking to come back out for a one-shot run on the soft tyre.
You think so? Blank creating a gap between him and the McLaren in front of him to start his lap off. Blank in a very good position actually. P5, just behind
P5, time to improve. P5, you know. Be looking to find a couple of tenths.
He will. Blank, the possibly the most inconsistent driver in the league. He can have an absolute blinder and then the week after crash 4 times. So hopefully it'll be the former of the 2.
And he's 5 thousandths of a second down on his time.
Yeah, that probably won't affect him. Sector 1 is... It's a difficult sector, Sector 1.
And he's invalidated.
He's invalidated. Blank. Pressure got to him with the stream. Is anyone on the lap? No. Don't think so.
DK looks like he's warming up to go again.
Oh, I don't know. I think this might just be an in-lap. I know Raidcon is the closest of the outlappers.
No, yeah, DK's going to come in, so...
Yeah, so we'll stay on board with... Oh, we've already seen Raidcon now. Who's not had screen time? Wingit. Wingit's back, everyone. Where is he? No, he's not even close. But Wingit is back, in other news.
The winner of the Charlie Whiting tribute race.
Of the Charlie Whiting tribute race. Very good race, actually. So if you want something else to watch, that should be on our YouTube at some point as well, at Contest of Speed on YouTube.
You can also find it on the video section on Twitch.
You can. Very mad race. Absolute madness.
Oh, it was, and
It was
slightly
fun,
annoyed that there were virtual safety cars. So.
Well, yeah. Shouldn't have been.
No, they certainly shouldn't. I think you're completely right there.
And the safety car looked a bit modern for the 1996s.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yes,
Wingit comes down the main straight to start his lap. We'll follow on with him, as there's some people letting people past. Hence the yellow flags.
He gets that slingshot down into the centre S's, and that's going to help him as he comes out onto the Retro Poster. He's not stayed tucked into the curb, so he's going to lose a bit of time there. Still a tenth and a half up on his time as he comes through turns 4 and 5.
Yeah, I was about to say, he looked to have taken sector 1 absolutely sublime until he just ran wide on the exit of the centre S's. That's
and out with the 107.8 flat.
Oh, which means he's beat me. No. Anyway, back to Wingit.
Sure my commentary partner is heartbroken.
I am, truly. I thought this was the 1 week where I'd beat him. Wingit is 2 tenths up on his time. At the moment, he's looking to go a P5 in the Renault.
Gonna stay on the left. Gets up a bit on the curb, but it shouldn't matter too much.
He's ran out of DRS though. That'll cost him. Not too much though, he's actually improved on his time. Arbart has retired in the pits. So yeah, Wingit up to a P5, the 108.5. We shall go to... There's a Williams behind him. The only Williams on track. Flip-flop fish. It is the fish. It's the fish, indeed. Flip-flop fish is one of the favourites to win tonight, must be said. I think we're going to be on for a cracking race tonight. It always is with the America's tier.
It's going to have a mega lap though to beat Alp.
It really is. That is a great time from Alp, who does retire in the pit lane. Flip-flop fish going through sector 2. Yeah. Oh, and he's taken a board out on the entry into the last proper turn.
He's not going to improve.
No, so we'll move on. We'll move on to Lopez, who is on an in-lap. Nice. Who's on a lap? Blank's just put a flyer in, 108.4.
Cocky, would you believe it? An America's tier race where we didn't get the glitch.
We never get the glitch in America's tier. We don't even get the red lights glitch, actually.
I do think the red lights glitch is a part of the other glitch.
Of course, but it always gets me out. It always I always expect the glitch, and then there's not a glitch.
So that will be it for qualifying, unless no Bursey, J and Bodhod aren't on laps. So that's going to be it.
Also, Big Slate has just crossed the line, but yeah, that will be it. There is your standings. Do you want to run through them, Blades?
I did this yesterday with Ricky.
I know. That's where I got the idea from.
I'll just wait until everyone's in the pit lane and you've got the actual decent graphic on the screen. Can we... what's the strategy for tonight, Jockey?
The strategy will be a softer mediums The game does say you must do the softer hards, but softer medium is the preferred strategy around this track. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Look at the gap between P6 Lopez and his teammate Wingit. 0.003 of a second.
So, it's a brilliant qualifying for Renault.
It is, it's great from Renault.
Cyril will be happy with P6 and P7.
He'll be very happy, indeed.
Right, so on pole is your AM1 champion out, followed by the Irishman Big Slater. Flip-flop Fish and Arbar on the second row with Arbar's teammate blank behind. Then you got the two Renaults P6 and P7, followed by Mitch in the Ferrari, Perry in the Red Bull and Raid to round off the top 10. Element 10 starts in prime position P11 with Juventus behind him. DK, Bursey J, Bod Hod, Grugrups King and Fenrique on a quali ban rounds off the grid.
Fenrique will be the one to watch tonight. See how he does getting his way through the field, especially into turn 1s and 2. At the start of this lap, it has been the death of a lot of drivers, and that is some grey weather. It's overcast. Anyway, who will the naughty boy be? And in the chat, who will be the top 3 drivers? Who do you think? Top 3. Top 3.
Gotta say, it's difficult to bet against Alp, so I'm gonna put Alp.
Gonna be boring. Gonna be boring.
Well, Flip-flop Fish, close P2, and I think Fenrique is gonna take the last podium position on a fight bet.
Oh, who am I gonna go for? I'm gonna have to go Alp P1. Actually, no, I'm not, because he never bets for me to finish first. So I'm gonna go Flip-flop Fish first, Big Slater second, and Fenrique third. I think Alp's gonna have an incident. Oh, God's sake.
I think they're behaving.
They are. Oh no. My internet's just gone, I think. What's going on here?
Do you have another invite? I think the stream stopped as well.
Yeah, my internet's gone. Fuck's sake. Fucking hell. We better have stopped. Have we stopped?
I think the stream stopped, yeah.
What's happening? Why am I still in the party? Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you have an invite or not?
No, I need one. Has the stream stopped?
No, the stream's still on.
It's still on?
Yeah.
Oh god. Sorry everyone, my internet's just gone, or not, I don't know what's happening. Oh, for God's sake. Hang on.
We might not be able to get you back in here, Cookie.
Why?
Because I can't invite you.
No,
So
I've got invites. Yeah, I've got invites. Don't worry.
Alright.
Right. Okay. I'm back in. I'm back in. Sorry, everyone. Sorry for the language that you might have heard as well. I thought the stream would stop, but clearly not. My internet sort of half went. I owe. Do you know what I owe?
Gifted sub.
I do.
And just while Cookie's getting back into the session, I'm going to give you a tyre rundown. So the top 10 are all on softs, as that was the tyre that they chose to qualify on. Element 10 and Juventus, P11 and P12 have chosen to go with mediums, along with Bodhod and Grugrups King, 15th and 16th. Fenrique, Bursey J, DK, and DK have all gone for the softs. So, mix of strategy outside the top 10. Should be interesting. as they come around to line up on the grid.
Luckily, we had a moment in the formation lap, so we've not actually missed any racing. We've probably timed that to perfection. But yes, those medium runners, I don't know about the reverse strategy, you know, with the safety car being a lot more
prominent, we'll say.
Yes. The reverse strategy seems to not be as good. Anyway, so 3. Oh, and we're off on 3 red lights. And Big Slater's got an amazing start on Alp. Alp again with his start problems. Big Slater up the inside. Alp keeps it, and Alp's round. Alp's round.
Alp is round.
Alp is round into, well, into the grass. Big Slater's flew off. Already almost a second ahead of everyone else.
I do believe that Alp was squeezed a bit there by Slater.
He was, a little bit.
It's fair, Slater was ahead, he had the line.
The two Renaults are side by side, and so is R-Bar and Flip Flop Fish. This is great driving from these two. Flip Flop Fish takes the position. Oh, but goes wide! Onto the grass, Flip Flop Fish goes wide, allowing R-Bar, Wingit, Lopez to go past, and now he's under pressure from Raidcon. And Raidcon's up the inside of Flip Flop Fish.
Perry's going to go up the inside as well.
Flip Flop Fish has had a nightmare in Sector 2. Oh, and now Mitch. Flip Flop Fish is flustered.
It looks like our podium position. Wow, I'm surprised you said that. Oh. It looks like our podium predictions. Mitch is off the track to overtake Perry.
Oh, and we're 3 wide into turn 1. Oh, and there's a... I don't know what's... This is insane. Someone's gone off. It's Blank. Oh. Blank has gone wide at turn 1. What an amazing start to the race. There's always a mess at Brazil. But in the meantime, Big Slater's checked out.
Yeah, Big Slater
Big Slater's loving it.
The road.
Thank you for the follow, AR12. Fenrique has had an absolute flyer as well. From 17th on the grid, battling for P9 with element 10, which he has taken. He's now in a Red Bull sandwich. So element 10
will want to fight for that position.
Looks like the medium runners are struggling at the start.
Yeah, Alp already getting back past Bodham and opening up a massive gap.
Oh, and Raidcon.
To the Australian.
Raidcon without DRS, just got the straight line speed on the Renault of Lopez. Brilliant move from Raidcon there, puts him up to P4. Raidcon, I knew it, I knew it. Flip Flop Fish in the meantime, battling away with Mitch through the centre S's. Fenrique looking for a move on Perry, tries it round the outside of turn 4. Perry squeezes him wide well. Fair driving from Perry. Had the line.
Wingit holding on to P3, but R-Bar's starting to slip away. They could see that Alfa Romeo disappearing into the distance.
Yeah. God.
And he's going to be vulnerable from Raidcon coming down the back straight.
We'll move up to Wingit. See if Raidcon has the chance of a move. DRS is... Well, it's just beautiful around this track. It can gain you probably about 4 or 5 tenths behind a driver. Raidcon not looking close enough though, unfortunately for himself.
And he's going to look to save ARS. He's down at 25%.
Fenrique trying it round the outside of Perry. Perry defending well from Fenrique here. Sector 1 yellow.
Oh, somebody's off it.
And it's
Bursey J.
Bursey J is round and into the grass.
And into the wall.
Oh, and both Haas drivers aren't doing well. We'll spare Bursey's...
I don't think he's going to be able to get back on the track.
He's struggling, not so sure. Anyway,
yeah.
the front 2 have gone. They've had enough.
Yeah, they've just disappeared up the road.
They've gone. But we've got the biggest train. Oh no, we haven't. Never mind. Wing it. From Wing it to Mitch. The battle for third. Mitch looking to get on the back of this train anyway. Raidcon, can he do anything this time? Looking a bit closer, must be said, to Wing it.
And he's burning ERS as well. He's going to go all the way down below 10%.
Arbar setting the fastest lap with a 111.3.
And that is not going to help him any down the Retto Pasta.
No. Raycon needs to be smart about this. He needs to start saving ERS. Can he do anything?
Goes up into overtake.
Oh, and I've missed an overtake by Fenrique.
And he's going to try and make something tasty happen.
No, Fenrique defends the inside as Perry looks around the outside. And Fenrique, oh! Loses the back end, almost. And that allows Element 10 through. I think he got a little touch off the inside of Perry's car, which almost sent his car around. He did amazingly to save that.
It is weird in this game when you're on the inside. You get the slightest touch and your car just wants to go.
Yeah, it is. It is peculiar how the car reacts. Fenrique, oh, and he's been hit.
And he's been punted by DK.
Oh, which has then caused Blank to hit Fenrique. Currently, the Mercedes are just incident magnets.
Capitulating.
Incident magnets. I can't speak. Sorry if you hear me sniffling as well. I'll try and keep it to a minimum, but I have been ill. In the meantime, Raidcon, we've got some terrible camera angles, but they are side by side, and Raidcon has taken the final position on the podium.
Blank forced to come in as well now.
Yeah, I think he got wing damage as a result of the...
Oh, and Wing It's lost the position to Lopez. They were side by side.
No! Wing It squeezed him out wide, which is almost allow Flip Flop Fish to go up the inside of Lopez.
Come on now, boys.
Oh, and the Mercedes battling it out! Side by side up the long right-hander.
That really is some beautiful racing.
This is some beautiful racing. Don't hit each other, Mercedes! And Fenrique's taking the lead of the two Mercedes drivers. Round the outside of the long, very long left-hander. You have to be very patient on the throttle.
Yeah, you can't just sort of jump on it. You have to gradually, but it's so slow the way you have to apply the throttle through there. It's so twitchy.
It is. Anyway, the two Red Bulls going at it. Element 10 looking up the inside of Perry. Element 10 is on the medium tyre, and that is a great move from Element 10, considering what tyre he's on. The Mercedes going at it again, side by side, through the Senna S's. Fenrique defends his teammate. Fenrique looking to show that he is the better of the two, but Alp trying it round the outside of turn 4. Fenrique squeezes him wide, not allowing any space. This is great stuff from the two Mercedes. I think both knowing that, well, the race is, it's not in a great place for them, is it?
No, but we do know that they've both got the pace. So.
They are catching up to the back of Perry, who seems to be going slow. He's got wing damage. Perry has wing damage. DK has overtaken Element 10 to go up into 8. Must have been
a battle with his teammate then.
Yeah, it must have been. So we could see something in. We could see 3 wide into the first turn here. No, actually no, I think Fenrique is too close to Perry. I think he'll get it done down the straight. Maybe. Oh, and we are 3 wide going into turn 1. 2 Mercedes on the outside line with the Red Bull in the middle.
And Alp's just trying to follow Fenrique through. That's not going to work, my friend.
He is.
You've got a Red Bull in the way.
Tell you what, Perry's done very well with the wing damage he's got, but
he's going to keep this position, I think.
No, I don't think so.
I think sweep him round the outside.
Oh, and we're still side by side. Great driving from these two. There's too much going on track. I can't keep up. Flip Flop Fish has overtaken Wing It, but these two are still side by side. Out takes the lead. Flip Flop Fish, as you can see, has got the...
Oh, Alp loses the back end a little bit.
He's got the position done in, well, the train. He's done well to get that position considering how close these cars are. We'll stick with this train as Lopez could be on the back of Raidcon. Lopez having the ERS advantage on Raidcon as well as DRS.
Fish in early.
He is. That is early. That is very early. Could we see a wing change, maybe?
I'll ride on board with him. See if they're waiting with a new wing.
I'll stay with Raidcon.
They are not
Perry's
waiting with a new wing, so...
Interesting.
Soft tyres for flip-flop.
Lopez on the inside! And he's hit the inside of Raidcon's car and just gone round. A horror show for Lopez. I think Raidcon might have squeezed him a bit. I'm not too sure because of the camera angle. But Lopez
no damage on the Renault.
Yeah, that is the saving grace. But that has meant that Raidcon has now got a gap of over a second to the cars behind him. So, yep, so getting his elbows out, Raidcon, trying to keep the podium position. I don't think he's had a podium so far in the Americas tier, so this will be a great result for Raidcon. He does. He's been on, apart from maybe last week, he's had a bad run of form as Raidcon, but doing well this race. Fenrique
wing it.
looking
all
up
of a
the
sudden
back.
got a Ferrari off his inside.
Fenrique round the outside of element 10, which turns into the inside of turn 2, but then the outside again for turn 3, and element 10's defending that really well considering the tyres he's got, and element 10's got DRS, but Fenrique's still got the speed to go around the outside. Switch back from Fenrique, that is beautiful. Great overtake from the Brazilian at his home Grand Prix. He's looking in a great position at the moment.
Yeah, 2 incidents for a couple of incidents for Fenrique, and he's still P7.
He is, he's done well.
All the way from the back, so 10 positions for the Brazilian.
Wingit seems to be struggling on these softs at the moment. Alp has pit as well, that did happen.
And we know Mitch is a tyre saving god, so to speak, so...
Yeah. So, what can Mitch do with DRS advantage and definitely the advantage of ERS, sweeping into the inside, getting the move done, blocking the switchback off as well from Wingit, and now Mitch can focus on bringing that gap down to Raidcon. Mitch having a great race as well, it has to be said. Didn't start too high up on the grid. Flip-flop Fish is going for the 2-stop.
Yeah,
that's an
really
interesting
strange
strategy.
when he come out on soft.
Yeah, that's an interesting strategy. Alp was the first person to pit for the medium tyre. It was early at lap 10, but they can get to the end. And we've stagnated.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
It's something that not a lot of people realise about this track, because the game tells you to do soft to hard 1-stop.
Yeah.
The mediums can basically do full race distance.
Yeah, especially with the likelihood of a safety car, which we've not had yet. Amazingly, have we had a race? Have we had a race yet since the safety car update where we've not at least had a VSC?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
It's certainly been incident filled since the safety car update.
It has. DK's pit, I think he had wing damage. So, a good time to pit for him. Flip-flop Fish setting faster and faster lap times as he goes around.
DK for hards as well.
Oh, I don't think he's put the practice in then.
Bodhod, who sadly has just got back from Melbourne.
He has, unfortunately for
from
him.
Albert Park.
Was at Albert Park. Unfortunately, obviously with the race being cancelled, is able to race tonight.
And he's up into P10.
He's
having
up into
not
P10.
practiced, thinking he wouldn't be here.
Yes.
P10 is a good
It's a respectable position. Mitch has closed this gap down to Raycon very quickly. It was 2 seconds about 2 laps ago, but now he's within DRS range, and can he make anything happen? Mitch having the superior ERS again. Great ERS management from Mitch, even with the overtakes he's having to make. He won't be able to get it done into turn 1, but I think he'll maybe be close enough down this straight.
And Mitch's pit window is open.
It is, as will many drivers. We should see a lot of pit stops starting to happen. I think lap 13 was what I was going to go for in my race, so this lap we should see drivers. Fenrique, on the meantime, is continuing his charge up the field behind Lopez. Tell you what, Renault's having a great race so far. As a
yellow flag.
Yeah, that was a lap
maybe
car.
Yeah, the hat of Bersey J. Yeah, getting out of the way.
Yeah. So, only 2 battles going on so far. We'll move over to Raidcon and Mitch again, as they are going down the main straight soon enough. Don't know what happened to my voice. So Mitch, he is closer. Raid's pit. Raid has pit. So Raid going into the... Oh, and the Renaults have 2 stacked. Oh no. And Lopez is... Ah. That's poor communication from the Renault drivers. Interestingly, Fenrique is not pit, and I think he's done that because I think he thinks that was a lot of things. That he has the pace on these softs, so maybe jump a few drivers in front of him.
Well, Mitch is going to need a mega lap now to get out in front of Raidcon.
He is. This will be close. What's the pit window for Brazil? Do you know?
It's something close to maybe 15-20 seconds. I'm not sure. It's a tough one because it's not...
Yeah, you're skipping a bit of the corner. Thank you for the follow, Cass. Does Mitch go into the pits? He does.
You skip most of the centre S's, so... And somebody's taken out the pit marker board.
Yeah. Will Fenrique dive it? Fenrique stays out. Where's Raidcon? Coming down the back... Oh, the main straight, sorry. And Mitch has started his journey out of the pits. And Mitch might have done him here. This is going to be close. Raidcon coming up to turn 1. And Mitch might have done him. Mitch coming out. You have to be careful with these pits, as you can hit the wall. Very close. Side by side. Has Mitch done it?
No.
He's got the inside line. And no, Raidcon sweeps across. Great driving from Raidcon. DK's in the pits again. Put the mediums on, DK. So who's net P1? Big Slater.
Just waiting to see that. Oh, he's put mediums on.
Nice. Well done, that man.
I was waiting to see the white walled hard tyres come out next to DK's name there. Bersey J gets
another 3 seconds.
Time?
I think it might be his second. Anyway, Slater is in for what I think would be the medium tyre. Will Fenrique pit? Fenrique stayed out! This is getting ridiculous for Fenrique.
Evidently knows more about his home track than we do.
Yeah, well, I'd hope so. Oh, and Perry's gone. Safety car.
Yep, safety car.
Fenrique has played an absolute blinder of strategical play there. Fenrique could be net P1. A dilemma for the medium tyres. Will the softs make it? 20 laps on the softs. They'll be...
the safety car out on the track yet? Yes, it is.
What will the medium tyre drivers do? I wonder where Perry's lost that, actually.
He lost it coming into just down towards the sector 2 split, I believe.
Oh, so right on the fast left-hander. Yeah.
No, it was coming out of the right-hander. We lost it.
Yeah, like I said, if you do get on the power early there, the car can become unstable, and we should see Fenrique pit. What will element 10 do? That's what I'm interested about. I think the softs will be able to make it.
He comes in.
I think the softs will make it, but I think it'll be a stretch.
He comes in, Slater leads the race.
Slater does lead the race. But now Fenrique. He'll be licking his lips, Fenrique. Got support for Juventus in the chat. Not doing brilliantly at the moment, down in P12 on the harder compounded tyre. Element 10's put the hards on. I don't think that's the right decision.
No, I don't think it is.
With the safety car being out, I think the softs could make it to the end there.
You're going to get 16, 17 racing laps. I think the softs could have made it.
Yeah, I do. I think potentially quite comfortably as well. Oh, and we do have a lap car in the safety car queue of...
It's Burzy J. I hope he knows he can overtake.
I think he can.
He's Arbar's friend, so he might be in the party with Arbar. And yes, he's going to overtake. Yes, he is. He's going to overtake the safety car.
He needs to be careful about that safety car, though.
He's knocked his front wing off.
He's knocked his front wing off. Yeah, you can overtake the safety car, but if you run into it, you've had a nightmare.
That's on you. In my honest opinion, I think you should have waited for the main straight.
Oh no! He's been disqualified.
Who has?
Burzy J. You can't. We needed to test this. Yeah, Burzy J's been disqualified from the session.
Not on my screen, he hasn't.
He's still driving around the track, but I got the message at the bottom.
No, I saw the message. I didn't get it. I don't think he's been disqualified.
For ignoring yellow flag.
I don't think he's been disqualified.
Have a look at the race director for us. Anyway, safety car stays out an extra lap, as you saw. Waiting for all the rear gunners to make their way into the queue.
Just the warning for the collision with the safety car.
That's weird. I hope he hasn't been disqualified. I don't think he has. He is still...
No, yeah, he's still driving. He should be okay.
Yeah, weird one. I think this race needs rain. I really do. This race is already great, but with rain it'll be tier 2 Brazil levels of amazing. Again, if you've not seen that race, go check it out.
Please watch it. Please watch it.
It is a great watch. It will be on the YouTube channel shortly, if not already. That is on YouTube at Contest of Speed. Also in the video section. Yep, change the front wing. What tyre will he go on? Softs. Mediums.
No, mediums.
Alright, game. Safety car's in this lap. So, Big Slater will back the grid up as much as humanly possible.
Cookie.
Yes.
I can confirm we have got a code rainbow. Code rainbow.
Code rainbow. Who's the code rainbow?
For Wing It.
For Wing It
is
in a
Wing
P9.
It is code rainbow.
Code rainbow. If you don't know what code rainbow is, it is using every dry tyre compound. Anyway, Big Slater gets the race underway again, and it's a decent restart from himself. Mitch is side by side with Fenrique. Fenrique on the outside line, then the inside, but then the outside again for the third corner of the lap. What can he do again?
He gives Mitch a little love tap there.
He does.
As Mitch was moving across to defend the inside.
Mitch keeps the inside line. Fenrique looking for the switchback, but Mitch defends well. Fenrique again though, looking to go side by side with Mitch. Fenrique's a great battler on track. Oh no, okay, we're alright.
Yes, Matty, I can confirm we do indeed have a code rainbow.
We do have a code rainbow. Alp looking to make the move on element 10, who is on the harder compound tyre. Alp is the driver's champion, it has to be said in this tier. Gets by well.
And I think To Fenrique, Mitch must be driving the widest Formula 1 car you've ever seen.
Yeah, Mitch is not going to give him that position lightly. However, Fenrique is very close to the back of Mitch, going down the main straight. No DRS,
and this is
remember,
pure racing. Pure racing.
No DRS. Oh, and Fenrique switches to the inside, and that is beautiful from Fenrique. But Mitch defending well, and we've had a crash at the back between people. Juventus is round.
Juventus is off, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. There's no wing damage though. That is the
saving grace.
Saving grace, yeah, for Juventus. So yeah, unfortunate for Juventus. Cass won't be happy. But Big Slater,
Dominic.
Big Slater won't be happy either with this safety car, because it's meant his lead isn't as well. It's not as comfortable anymore. He's got drivers behind him. Alp's making his way through the field, just getting past Lopez, who is also on the hard compound tyre. An interesting one would be Bodhod actually on the soft compound. Get that to interval. So the battle for P4 again. DRS has been enabled, so Fenrique will get it down the back straight. Mitch will as well.
This is going to ruin the pure racing we were having. Raycon will not have DRS.
Oh, Blank defending his position. And Wingett's just done him round the outside of the second turn. That's an incredible bit of driving from Wingett. Blank under pressure.
Did I just miss Wingett go around the outside of the curve of the Sol?
You did, yes, you did.
Oh, wow.
Bodod's wide. Bersy J another 3 seconds. It's not gone well for him since the safety car restart.
It's not really going well for Haas.
No, it isn't. It isn't at all. Oh, Bodhod, move up the inside. Blank, I don't think was expecting it, and turned in on him slightly, and might have lost some front wing. He has. But Blank's look, he's still looking for the inside. Oh, squeezes Bodhod wide. Side by side through the flat out left-hander. Blank not letting off, even with the broken front wing. Again outside, Bodhod picking up 3 seconds, and Blank's made the move stick. However, possibly in the worst place on the track. That's a quick lap from Alp. That is a very quick lap from Alp. 110.5 from the Drivers' Champion.
Bodhod's going to look to go round the outside into turn 1.
Oh,
and he gets that done. But
he does.
Again, like you say, one of the worst places on the track to do it.
But Blank, look, I mean, Blank's, he's not giving up without a fight here, is he? Oh, and round the outside, Bodhod's round, no! And tell you what, Grugux King's done well to get out of the way of the crash of Bodhod. Meantime, fight for first. Arbar's got past Big Slater. These two are very similar for pace around this track.
You see, people complain about us missing overtakes at the front, but unlike the Sky Sports F1, we actually focus on the midfield. So
We do.
I think that's much better.
Oh, we're missing another one. Big Slater up the inside of Arbar. Again.
Arbar's just going to stick behind him.
He's playing the tactical game. What's happened to Mitch? Mitch is dropping down the order. Was P4. Now side by side with Flip Flop Fish. And now side by side with Alp. Flip Flop Fish side by side with Fenrique. 4x4 into turn 4. A lot of fours.
Yeah, there is a lot of fours.
A lot of fours, and Fenrique up into 4. It's been a great drive so far from the Brazilian at his home Grand Prix, and he's going to be licking his lips and looking for first place in his sights.
He's got Slater and Arbar have to worry because they've got a determined Silver Arrow chasing them down.
They do. Raidcon, well, if you look at it in Fenrique's point of view though, he's got Raidcon to get past, who will be wanting to keep this podium position for his life. So he will not let that position go lightly. Arbar is a very quick driver, very good defensive driver as well. Fenrique trying it up the inside.
He loves that.
He does
late
love it.
Switch to the inside.
Yeah, the fake for the outside line, switching back into the inside into turn 1. Raycon's not got the ERS to defend this, I don't think. Fenrique up the inside, and he's got the move done before turn 4. So Fenrique's passed Raycon. He's got 12 more laps to put a challenge in for the lead. 2 drivers.
And all Arbar's got to do is stick with Slater.
Yeah.
And then once Fenrique gets on the back, it's going to be gone.
I think these two at the front need to help each other, because Fenrique's looking like a different... He's looking inhumane.
Different gravy.
Different gravy. Different gravy. Everyone else is chicken gravy. This man is beef.
As a penalty. Fenrique's 2-1 and then Slater's got 2-1.
Right, so Fenrique is a net P2 at the moment. Flip-flop fish looking for a dive up the inside of Raycon. Raycon, I think his ERS difficulties are just losing him time to these drivers around him. Must be said, Raycon is in it's a brilliant drive so far from Raycon at the moment.
Before you know it, Mitch is going to get through.
Yeah, Blank's pit, changed the front wing of that car, as well as Bodhod.
Bodhod in as well.
For I think would be a fresh set of softs. How's our Rainbow? Oh no, he's retired. Oh, and Alps picks up 3 seconds. Codename Rainbow.
P10.
P10 in the points. You'll have to see it.
We do love to see that.
Back to the front 3 drivers.
On a code Rainbow.
I tell you what, we could have a battle for first position, or a train. Let's not say battle. From 1st to 7th. Raycon doing well to stick in the DRS of Flip-Flop Fish. Fenrique is mounting a move on Arbar. Can we have a best camera angle? Thank you. Arbar's got beautiful straight line speed. Fenrique though, late on the brakes, up the inside. Can he stay on the outside of him? No, he cannot, and picks up 3 seconds for his troubles. Fenrique's going to try again. Arbar will have DRS to defend with. And he defends well.
Fenrique braking late.
He defends well, for sure.
Stricken Toro Rosso Bodhod on the outside.
Yeah, Bodhod's car retiring from the race. And Arbar's dropped out of the DRS zone of Big Slater. He's on the edge there. Big Slater trying to get away from Arbar whilst these two are battling, but can't make it happen. Joe, I feel sorry for.
Who do you feel sorry for?
I feel sorry for Alp. Because he can see first, yet he's in 7th, and he's behind one of the cleanest, yet defensively sound drivers in contest speed.
In
Mitch. And Mitch, though, is mounting an attack on Raycon, who doesn't have DRS for the first time since getting overtaken from Flip-Flop Fish. Mitch has got the move done before turn 2 into turn 1, and now Alp. Raycon sitting duck at the moment with the lack of ERS he has on the straights. Alp in the meantime looking for a move. Raycon does have DRS, so will defend the position of P6. Raycon driving well, must be said.
Fenrique's looking to mount a charge. Sticks his nose up the inside of Arbar.
Yeah, Fenrique.
Nothing doing.
It's getting feisty, but all this battling with Arbar has meant Flip-Flop Fish. He's caught up to the back of these. And he's putting the pressure on Fenrique. He's really looking at the back of Fenrique's car. And Big Slater has a lot of ERS to play with. And he's in overtake down the main straight. He's playing this very well, saving ERS in the second sector, the tight twisting sector of sector 2.
And we could see a move from Fenrique here. He switches to the inside.
Up the inside, he loves a move up the inside of turn 1, does Fenrique.
The classic Fenrique dummy to the outside, switch to the inside.
Yeah, classic move from himself. I think he lost the back end though on the exit of turn 1 going into turn 2, so he's given the position back to Arbart.
He got a bit of a tap from Arbart. Oh, from Arbart. It was just so close going through turn 1 and 2.
Yep.
He just ended up losing the back end.
A midfield fight has come alive. Wing It, our Code Rainbow driver of today. Tell you what, Blank, it's a beauty. Wing It, yep, is under pressure from Element 10.
We actually have another Code Rainbow.
Who's the Code Rainbow?
DK is another Code Rainbow.
DK is another Code Rainbow, currently in P11, trying to close the gap into Element 10. In the meantime, Alp all over the back of Raycon. Alp was on the grass for a couple of seconds there. Would have slowed him down the straight, but he's gone up the inside.
He can't dummy Arbart around the outside because he was already there, going into the corner.
And Alp's got the move done, so we'll switch across to the battle between Fenrique and Arbart to see if anything happens into turn 4, which Fenrique is too far back to close on. Big Slater seems to have, since the battling stopped, Big Slater seems to be struggling all of a sudden. It's like the life of those mediums have gone, but it shouldn't have. Only 13 laps in. These mediums can almost... Oh no! God's sake, internet. What is going on with my internet tonight? Sorry everyone, if the stream's still live, which I think it is. Hello. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Right. Sorry everyone. Let me just rejoin the lobby. I do have an invitation. For God's sake. This is a nightmare. Oh. In the race as well. It's a good race. God's sake. Oh, we've got a subscription. What's that name?
It's Hardstyle Libra.
Nice.
With a Twitch Prime sub.
Thank you. Hardstyle. Or Libra. Call him Libra. Thank you, Libra, for the subscription. Very nice. Do we know who that is? Oh,
I've no idea who that is. I imagine we might find out.
We might. Tell us who you are, Hardstyle. Anyway, we're back in the race. Has anything happened, Blades?
Cloudy had a spin, but that's pretty much it.
Oh. Yeah, everyone will be happy to know that I am getting new internet next week, so
none of these issues.
None of these issues, fingers
Arbart
crossed.
holds the inside line.
Fenrique's trying it round the outside of Arbart.
He's done that a few times now, and he just seems to lose time.
Arbart is defending beautifully at the moment. Watch him get overtaken now that I've said that. Fenrique looking up the inside, turn 4. Will he get the move done?
Bit of wheel banging.
Oh, bit of wheel banging. And Fenrique's bit of a push to pass, must be said, but I think fair.
Yeah, I think Fenrique was just up the inside there.
Yeah, I think it was just
No
a
intent.
slight tap, and Fenrique, sights already set on Big Slater. Big Slater will be, well, will not be happy with the fact that he's overtook Arbart, let's be honest. 5 laps remaining of the Brazilian Grand Prix, and Fenrique's he's done the first challenge, Blades. Almost. Not yet.
He might.
And Alp's having problems overtaking Mitch again. Mitch with DRS to defend with.
Slater's going to hold the line, and he drifts towards the outside of it.
Oh, and Alp and Mitch side by side through the centre S's. However, Mitch defends well again. What can Alp do into turn 4? Nothing, too far back. Can we have a look at the penalties?
Up top, it's still Slater's got nothing. But that's his 6 seconds, and Fenrique's only on 3.
Oh,
so,
Fenrique. Oh, and he's gone for a move up the inside.
Up the inside.
That would have been a brilliant move if Fenrique managed to pull that off.
Flip-flop fish has only 1 warning.
What? Big Slater, how many warnings? Or is he on no warnings?
She's clean. Slater has 2 warnings.
2 warnings.
So
this could get interesting.
We'll be looking to force a mistake
from
the Irishman.
Or to get a move done early and just set off. So we'll stay with this front pack. Fenrique running slightly wide, and I think he'll get the move done before the turn. And I think Arbar might follow him through. Arbar! Big Slater could lose 2 positions here. To Fenrique and Arbar, but defends it well. Fenrique's picked up another 3 seconds. That is not good for Fenrique.
I'm not too sure about that. Didn't look too far off the track.
He's got it.
6 cars coming down into turn 4 at the same time. That was beautiful.
This is incredible stuff.
And at the minute, Slater's going to pick up the win, followed by Flip-Flop Fish and Mitch.
All 6 of what I'd say, and I think it's a safe comment, some of the best and fastest, best, I want to choose it. Top tier drivers in the Americas tier. Of course, there only is 1 tier in the Americas tier so far. That could change though. Ooh. But so it's very spread out for quality. But I'd say these 6 for tonight anyway. I've definitely looked the fastest. And Fenrique's he's off. He's getting away as quick as possible.
He's off and running.
He's off and running, and it'll be open that Slater will be, battling away with Arbar, because he needs 6 seconds on Slater, does Fenrique. And Arbar runs wide on the exit of turn 2, which is turn 3, which means Flip-Flop Fish has got the overtake done with DRS, and Mitch has looked for the inside. Great camera angle from Codemasters. Arbar losing places left, right and centre, and he's gone from P3 down to P6 at the back of this train. That's what can happen.
Locomotive.
Yeah, it's what can happen if you're in a train like this. You get overtaken. People just follow through. Hopefully not in the race suit, but overtaken. And Fenrique might have pulled out the distance to Big Slater, which could mean that
Flip-Flop Fish is going to go for the win here.
Is he on nothing?
No penalties. 1 warning.
No
and he gets
penalties.
past Slater, and now he's gone in for the lead. Which
means he's a net P1. Flip-Flop Fish, net P1. Mitch, what's Mitch on?
2 warnings.
We've got a sector 2 yellow. It's a slow moving Haas with Bersy J. He might have had a moment, I'm not too sure, but he's going to have to let the leaders come through as they battle away. We're starting to split up a bit, and Alp is still trying to get past the Ferrari of Mitch. Alp will be crying.
He's been a thorn in the side of these Mercedes today.
He has, he really has. Mitch doing his best to keep the Drivers' Champion of Alp away. So as we round the second to last corner, which turns into the last corner of the second to last lap very quickly, I think we'll start to see some potentially some interesting moves. Tell you what, Flip-Flop Fish, his race pace, beautiful. He's already caught up to the back of Fenrique, who is no slouch, trust me.
He might even get the lead on track. Bersy J.
That's a retirement in the pits. So Fenrique, who does have 6 seconds worth of penalties, is currently net P5?
He's going to lose all the way down, assuming there's no penalties behind, to about P8.
Yeah, this P8.
No, maybe P7.
My guess is P5, only a P5. With penalties included.
Behind, yeah.
So, last lap of the race is coming to an end, which will conclude this race of what has been, well, a 6-man battle for the lead.
All the way,
brilliant.
yeah.
It has been brilliant. Enrique comes round the last corner. I think Flip Flop Fish knows about his penalty situation, which means Flip Flop Fish has finished in pole position, P1. Big Slater will be happy with that, P2. Oh. Mitch P3, Alp P4, a thorn in the side of Alp was Mitch to deny him of the podium. Fenrique P5 after penalties did finish P1 on track, he'll be disappointed with that. Arbar, I think he'll be disappointed getting overtaken by 3 drivers in one corner.
I think he's disgusted with himself.
On what was the third to last lap, Lopez has had. Well, I didn't really pay attention, to be honest, to
23 laps though on the hard tyre. He came in early and
got it done. Yeah, Lopez P7, Raidcon P8. I think he'll also be disappointed as well, because he was P3 at one stage, but with his ERS difficulties, it has meant he's dropped down to P8. P9 was Wingit. Yep, Wingit was P9. Code Rainbow. Solid P9 position. Very nice. Thank you for the follow. Dying Blood. Limited. P10 would be the car of the driver of Element 10 in the Red Bull. His teammate crashing out and causing a safety car. DK in the McLaren. Another Code Rainbow. P11. Grugrut's King in the Haas. P12. The Haas not having a great day. Blank. Involved in a lot of instances tonight. That's a difficult word. So Incidents. I don't know what I was going for then. P13 for Blank. Juventus P14. Bearsy J retiring in the pits on the second to last lap in P15. Bod Hod retiring in the pits also. Coming to the about lap 25. P16 and Perry crashing. I don't know where to cause the safety car. So we shall invite the top 3 of Flip Flop Fish, Big Slater and Mitch for interviews. Driver of the day, votes everyone. Get them in. Who is everyone's driver of the day?
Well, I'm going to give my vote to Fenrique.
I am also going to go with Fenrique.
Oh, I know he
actually
only ended up P5 with penalties, but...
I'm going to go with Mitch. Mitch had a brilliant drive. So we need your driver of the day votes to settle this. Who do we think? If you want to get the invites out, yep, there we go. Where am I going? I'm going over here.
Come on, why isn't Spotify, you piece of junk? Okay, I'm just gonna have to go on to YouTube then. Give me a sec, I gotta go into YouTube.
Oh god. Right, if you're gonna play music, don't play it like blaring down the mic. Is Big Slater gonna join?
Am I about to hear
Oh god. No, we might get copyrighted.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get copyrighted. No, you can't do that.
Right, okay. We'll wait to see if Big Slater joins, but in the meantime, we'll go over to the driver who finished P3, which was Michelin Man in the Ferrari. Describe your race.
Yeah, it was sweaty, I guess.
Nice.
The DRS train. I mean, there's no other way of putting it.
Yeah.
Brazil's probably my worst track out of all 21, so...
Good result?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this track is terrible for me. I'm horrendous around here, so I was happy that it didn't even finish on the podium, to be truthfully honest.
Yeah, I think we got a slight glimpse of your hatred of this track in qualifying, because you didn't have the best of qualifying, did you? But you managed to make your way up the field.
I was 4/10 faster than I was last year.
Where did you qualify? 8th?
Yeah, but I qualified
Oh, God.
16th last race.
Oh,
my
God.
God.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's
But
an improvement. What are you talking about?
you made your way up through the field and defended
news.
very well from Alp, the Drivers' Championship, who must have been fuming
Thank you.
at how difficult and how wide your car must have looked. You were a London bus in that red Ferrari to Alp.
Hey,
So,
the Ferraris go well in a straight line. They don't turn well.
Sweaty palms.
I mean, no, actually, I found it harder to defend from Fenrique. I was doing a good job, and then I thought maybe he wouldn't do what he did, and then he Ricardo'd me, which it was
Yeah.
a great move. So
It was
fair play to
beautiful.
him, and I'm pretty sure Flip Flop got through on that one as well. I was just trying to set Raid up for the second DRS straight. I could have pulled alongside of him, but I don't like turn 1 at Brazil, and especially in this game. The side pod glitches are terrible. So
Yeah.
I was trying to set him up, and Fenrique and I guess Flip Flop, they both Ricardo'd me.
Yeah,
Fenrique
Fenrique was Ricardoing every lap.
Moves.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
beautiful.
he was,
beautiful.
he was switching across the whole time. It was brilliant to watch.
Yeah, I snuck through like right there. I was like, "Oh, I'm taking that."
Yep, so great drive from yourself, Mitch. Personally, I gave you as my driver of the day, just for the sheer defensive class that you displayed.
That's good.
However, you didn't win it, so sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't expect to win every race.
You were my driver
especially
of the day.
racing. Yeah, especially racing guys like Fenrique, Flip Flop, Slater's come. He's turned it on. Why didn't I forget about Alp? I can't forget about Alp.
No, you cannot.
Arbar, he had a bit of a incident. I don't know what happened. I just saw him run wide, so I took a full advantage of it.
Yeah.
At some
He
point.
like lost the car right in front of me.
Yeah, I'm not
Weird
quite sure what
place.
happened, but he had a few time pens, so he wasn't too concerned about it because I was in a chat with him. But no, I mean, personally, I was really shocked when I looked up and we were on lap 34. I mean, we had the safety car that slowed the race down, but I looked up, it was lap 34, and I felt like we were just stuck in a train. Like it was fun. I mean, I don't know how the other drivers felt, but
Fun for some,
personally,
maybe for Alp, a little bit frustrating.
well, you know, sometimes you win some, you lose some. He's already won the championship. He can look at the back of my rear wing for once.
Yes. So, yeah, great race, Mitch. We'll move on. Is Slater in
Thank
the
you.
party?
No, he did not.
He's dead.
He's dead, okay.
Well, let's not go that far.
Bodhard is the driver of the day. He gave me all like the penalty data, so I knew who I needed to overtake.
Brilliant. Yeah,
I
we'll
do.
move on to you now, Flip Flop Fish. Can you, first of all, make sure that you have got your voice shared?
I think I do. Check the stream.
Just double check. I'm not checking the stream. I am big man
Can you
in
hear your
stream.
beautiful voice?
No, it's an awful voice. It's very
Allow
nasal.
your voice to be shared. Allow. Okay. I think I'm good.
Okay. By the way, Mitch,
Yeah.
Alp says he spent half the season behind your rear wing.
That's not true. I've been chasing him around all season long. The only time
He spent half the season in clean air.
The only time he had to look at my rear wing was at Monaco.
Yeah, he's probably got PTSD from that. Anyway, right, we'll move on to the Williams of Flip Flop Fish. Great race.
Yeah.
Great race, has to be said. No penalties.
Yeah.
Wizard Award. You had great race pace, has to be said. What were you thinking during the during the 6-man train that was going on for the lead?
After the first lap incident with Varbar, I started falling back. Then I got stuck in a train behind Wingit and Raidcon, so I decided to do a 2-stop pit early. Sort of worked. I got 5 seconds on Raidcon, Raidcon. I nearly jumped Arbar too, and I got some time on Mitch. Then the safety car came out at the perfect time. I pit. I think I was in P8, and then I just slowly made my way through the field. Both the help of Bodhard giving me the penalty situation, knowing I didn't have to overtake Fenrique at the last lap.
Yeah.
Nothing much really there.
Yeah, I think Fenrique
I just waited patiently.
had a great race, but unfortunately it was the penalties that was undoing. Did a last to first challenge on track, which is good stuff. Good stuff. Well done anyway, Flip Flop Fish. For for your first win in Contest of Speed.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. I know you've been on the
You're
podium
just
a
enjoying
couple
being
times.
able to say his name, Cookie.
I'm loving it. Loving it.
Hey, it used to be Flip Flop Fish 4, so you're lucky.
Yeah,
Very lucky.
the 4 would have got disregarded, mate. Don't worry. But yeah, so we'll finish off here. Great race from everyone there. I think everyone who watched can agree with that. If you want to see more great racing and the final race of this season in all tiers, it will be next week. Starting off with Tier 3 on Monday.
No, it won't.
What?
Wait,
These guys
Where's
have got
it
to
at?
do USA the week after.
Oh no!
oh.
I meant the
Yay!
European tiers. Who cares about the Americas? What? No.
They're the best races.
So yeah, you do have the best races, in my opinion, has to be said. So yes, so we'll have two championships finishing off next week. It will be the European Tier 3 on a Monday night at 10 PM UK time, where you can see me, hopefully win the championship.
Blades.
No, Blades out of it. I was linking on to something there. Me hopefully win the championship. Should do. Fingers crossed.
Rosa,
And Blades.
Rosa hopefully win the championship.
Blades hopefully win some points and hopefully finish the race and hopefully turn up. We don't know with Blades. Bit pick and mix. And then we've got Tuesday night where you can see the Tier 2 race at the same time again. Well, on Tuesday. Not really much to fight for in terms of Drivers' Championship there. That's already been wrapped up, but I'm sure it'll be a cracking race, as was the one on Tuesday. Again, if you haven't watched that, watch it. YouTube, Contest of Speed. We'll also be back here, same time. Will it be set? Yeah.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, but also Wednesday you can expect something on the Twitch channel, I would assume.
Oh, yeah. We'll have an F2
Formula
race.
2. You
F2.
can expect a Formula 2 race.
Round
on
which
the
track?
Twitch channel.
I don't know. But we'll join. It'll be a surprise. It will be a surprise. But yeah, and then we'll move on to the Am-Tier race on the Thursday night, 2 AM our time, or 1 AM, I'm not too sure, and then 9
It's
PM
1 AM.
Eastern American. Thank you for the follow, Matt. So yeah, that's it from us tonight. That's a bye from me. Blaze, you want to say bye?
Goodbye, lovely people.
Mitch, you want to say bye?
Goodbye, Cookie.
Flip Flop Fish, do you want to say bye?
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Oh, you love to say it.